this looks like a scene from the past. But is it? Masjid Kampung Siglap was originally a small fishing kampung mosque. In 1992, a new structure was built on the same site, with the architects aiming to preserve its kampung ambience. Masjid Kampung Siglap is the only mosque in Singapore built in this manner, with the old structure incorporated with the new rather than demolished altogether. This is Adib Hakim bin Abdul Rahim, Operations Manager of Masjid Kampung Siglap.
Incidentally, I was born here and raised here, and I moved out at the age of 12 years old. Then I came back here to do some form of service to the mosque. Of course, there's lots of versions of it. But I was being told by my great-grandparents and to my parents and to me that Penghulu Lasam came from, I think, Indonesian side. His boat landed in the East Coast area, and that was already Maghrib time, where it's like very evening time. And this place being in the 1900s is very dark. Coincidentally, he told his men that, hey, this is a dark place, which translates in Malay is gelap. So he said, ini siglap lah. During my parents' time, or my auntie's time, when the fishing boats came back after their catch, then the whole kampung people will just go over to, besides the mosque, to settle the fisheries and buy fresh fish and stuff like that. If you can imagine it, the mosque itself is being surrounded by houses, but at the same time, the sea was just a walk away. But of course, it has been reclaimed until the shoreline is now way beyond the mosque and so on and so forth.
Masjid Kampung Siglap's original structure, affectionately called the Old Mosque, has been converted into the Tahfiz Al-Quran Centre of Singapore. Mysteriously, the exact date when it was first built is unknown. Its earliest documented date is etched on a frame that was found in the old mosque. It states Sunday, 28 December 1902, but oral narratives from old villagers say that the mosque is much older. Meet Muhammad Faisal bin Abdullah, his Masjid Kampung Siglap's executive chairman.
In 2002, when I remembered as a youth when I came over here, there was this talk amongst the community about the need to actually give specialized classes for the community. One of them was on the need to actually delve deeper into the understanding of the Quran, the memorization, and of course, moving forward, how can we actually develop a community that is steeped in the values of the Quran. So the Darul Quran Singapore, the idea was mooted in 2002. The building was started in 2005. Eventually, it finished building in 2008. That would have been the end of the story, and those for the community would have been happy. Unfortunately, of course, in 2008, in the same year, a fire actually broke out in the mosque, in the main mosque building. And that essentially turned the community on its head. It's the first modern fire of a mosque in Singapore that we know of. Fortunately, nobody got seriously hurt. We were quite lucky because even though we seem to have lost a lot in the fire, we also learned a lot. And one of the things that we learned from the fire is that essentially there are many helping hands in Singapore. The neighbours who actually live around this area, they came forward to give support. The social fabric of Singapore could actually be seen because they were not just Muslims who actually came to the front. They were non-Muslims as well. Victoria School was just in front of us, but we didn't know them very well at that particular point of time. Thankfully, now we do know them better, and we've been able to actually hold programs for their students. The condominium, which is just next to us, we also got to know the people who live there. They also came out to actually share with us their experiences of living in the mosque just next to them, and that is really helpful. Of course, it took us quite some time to rebuild and a lot of resources to do it, and we managed to rebuild the building in 2 years.
Thanks to the support and contributions of the Jemaah and larger community, Masjid Kampung Siglap was able to regain its former glory, providing us a small window of nostalgia into the world of our forefathers in Kampung Siglap.
Thank you for dropping by Kampung Siglap Mosque. Catch the next Seeking Spaces. Goodbye.